I love this music. It's also really disturbing. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? My name's AJ Gells. This is Something Gaming Channel. If you want to ask the question, hey AJ, why are you playing something new today? Where the hell have you been the last couple days? Why is this video going up so goddamn late? Well, the answer to those questions generally are I'm not in the best of headspaces, mood, energy, however the hell you want to phrase it. Some shit that's been bubbling between me and my old man kind of boiled over. I mean, this is stuff that's been going on for years and years and years. Me and him are so similar. We're kind of those kind of people that's like, no, fuck you, I'm right. No, fuck you, I'm right. So, you know, we'll bash heads and everything. We're all good now. It's just, you know, sometimes when stuff like that happens, especially when, like me and him, we live together, we work together, we drive to work together, you know, shit gets weird. So I had to get my head on right to hop back in. And for the Slate Night upload, I wanted to play something a little more chill, a little more relaxed. So I thought, you know what? I want to return to Not for Broadcast. I played the, I guess, first chapter of this game a long time ago. I want to say it was pre-COVID, actually, just before COVID really got bad. I think I played it just as like a birthday thing. At that point, I think like the first chapter was done. Then the game was still in development. COVID hit, so then there was a lot of issues with what's going on. The general concept of this game is that you play a censor for a TV station, so you're bleeping out bad words, you're picking camera feeds, you're doing a lot of interesting shit. So I want to play this. Yeah, sure, Not for Broadcast 1. Let's play. I'll play on Broadcaster.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, I guess I said, you know, we're a TV, like a censor, you know, like we're handling the bleeping and everything for a news station. That's not necessarily fair, because we're also a censor for a dystopian kind of like dictatorship, so a little different. So yeah, hence why, you know, the eye on top of the radio, the broadcasting tower, this image, you know, so we're not just bleeping out words, you know, we're also messing with politics, and there's a lot of interesting stuff with this, a lot of cool, like, actual live action recordings and whatnot for this game.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now,
Not bad.
Don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Exercise with ham sleeves. Come to Bumley. Crazy Neil.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes. When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, see if you make me go out and posture.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. Prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat.
So yeah, excuse me if I'm not going to do a whole hell of a lot of commentary while this is all going, because there's a lot of dialogue and stuff going on. So and plus I'm concentrating on the everything.
About his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay. A weird game. Not a weird game this reminds me of, because it's actually a very good game this reminds me of. But
Now, lovely, mate.
this game reminds me a lot of like Papers, Please.
Get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to...
Just wait till later on in the game, like they start throwing multiple things, camera control,
All you gotta do now is
messing with interference. Just you're doing all this all at once.
Don't play too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press
Excuse me.
one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be
The performances are actually pretty good.
to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb.
The effeminate ice skater.
Keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2, don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3, don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds.
Welcome home, Johnny.
Programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Yeah, down here, so you get the live and then the broadcast TV, so I can
4,
mess with the volumes.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
our
ready to go to
Hollywood
Megan on
reporter,
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf, is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to
shot
Blunderclatch
films
on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to
the
2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful.
Under
I
twat.
said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that.
Been on that show a bit long.
Story of one soldier's fight for.
Yeah, I was pressing the wrong button.
A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues...
My hand's getting tired pressing on buttons.
With all the others, I'm sure.
Get back to who's talking.
Not doing it for the awards.
Mind, I guess I can't control. Oh, I can control it down here.
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
Remember the 10-second
That's
rule.
how it feels.
Shut up.
Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped the
country.
shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'd just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Yeah, I was kind of fucking up there.
Exciting stuff.
Stop paying attention.
Let's take a look.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nolans, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
For you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
Let's stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in. Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
It's from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the...
God damn it, my keyboard's super sensitive. I'm accidentally hitting the button.
Buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming, and well, where do I start? What a day!
We couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick out against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shit.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrations. Sorry about that. Makes me coarser than the ground is funny. Coarser than the ground is funny.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a...
There we go. I think I had the broadcast too high.
Change things. But today is day 1 of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. You're going to pay up. You're going to pay it back.
Advance are going to turn
A little fucked up, but all right.
of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again, just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance, and our apologies for the fruity language.
Fruity language.
Bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Boring politics, then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
Nope, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered.
When the programme's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Okay, so we got all the offensive words, interference-free show, an exceedingly poor edit. Well, you know what? Fuck you.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
Okay, so our current wealth broke as poor. We got a small bonus. I don't remember this in the original game, so that's interesting.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks. Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News.
But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by War.
So essentially what this shows is the broadcast that we put on.
And
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
So yeah, like you said, you can kind of listen to any of the stuff you might have missed while you were playing the individual days and whatnot.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh, no. I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Sorry if that was super loud for you guys. I just looked over at the screen. That was really loud. Okay, so in between our time, you know, censoring shit, we actually go and see our time at home. In unexpected form, you arrive home to find posts on the mat, most being nothing more than unusual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would... Yeah, ease yourself in and orient yourself with the new workplace. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would, of course, we would report the violation to my supervisor immediately. Look, we're living in a under a dystopian government. Look, we gotta, it's every man for himself. An entire department was fired today for constant underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. Stay late to ensure the first deadline. Leave work early. Well, obviously, we're going to stay late and make sure that we complete the deadline. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying the nice day with the friends and family. Are washing your hair that day. Go if you're free. Have been practicing with your co-workers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. Had a long, successful career. Now it's about time to retire. In your speech, give an honest review of the pros and cons. Focus on refuse to attend. Exactly. You focus on the good things. Attend political rallies. Encourage and support your children with their hobby. Well, yeah, I like to encourage my children. Your idea holiday getaway, surrounded by the natural beauty, exploring somewhere unfamiliar, structured day out at a theme park bursting with thrills and attractions. Yeah, sure, the romantic getaway. It is most important that the government keeps people free, obviously. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. Knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex. Chris stammers. But I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. Are you okay? No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act. I literally work in news, Chris. Chris fist bangs on the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power, except the communists. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness. Which is why I need your help. Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the tile floors. Look, I know it's a lot to ask. I need to borrow your passport. My passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look so similar. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Excuse me, joking. Well, surely there's another way. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? It's against the law. I can't help you with this. Fine, I'll solve this myself. Chris spits. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the neon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Well, and again, helping him could hurt my family. I'm not going to do that. Okay, guys. I think we're going to call it here. Just because I want to be able to hopefully get this up before midnight. It's already 10 o'clock where I live, so I'm going to end this just a little early. You know what? I'll put up another video later today, tomorrow, depending on, again, when this gets uploaded. And we'll play some more here. I hope you enjoyed this first little look at the full version of Not For Broadcast. I'm really excited to kind of keep diving into this game. This isn't going to be like a regularly uploaded series. This is kind of just going to be a, hey, when I'm stressed, when I'm this, that, the other thing, and I'm just looking for something a little more on the lighter side. Hey, we're going to play this. So that's what we're doing. And so, like I said, I wasn't feeling super into playing an action game or something like that. I wanted to play something just a little, like I said, a little more on the lighter side. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, social media in the description. Like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, my name is AJ Gels. This is Thumb for the Game Channel. I'm out.